Tim's pretty successful, his pregame talks. I don't have a lot to say. I've already said what I need to say. If you can't get motivated tonight with that crowd out there, if it takes me saying something, or Tim saying something, get you ready to play, we're in trouble anyway. Hey, it's got to start with you tonight, though. You got to control pace and keep them outside and not penetrate. And we got to do what we got. You got to keep banging and shooting threes, frustrating. Hey, Tim said to me before we walk in here, they're not 31 points better than us. We know that. There ain't nobody 31 points better than you. I've seen what you could do during the summer. We just ain't got back to that level right now. Got to have leadership out of you two. Are you awake or are you brain dead? Are you in trouble again with your girlfriend? Are you still on couch level?
Yeah.
Don't move past couch? What?
I'm going to bed tonight.
Okay, good. So you're good tonight?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
No half cross-court passes? Okay, good. Go ahead, Tim.
Gentlemen, I appreciate you letting me come in here tonight. It's an honor to be in here tonight, especially this night. You guys are a part of history tonight. You guys get to make history tonight. You get to put on a damn uniform that hasn't been worn in 50 years. Has it been 50, 65?
That's 35 and 14. Yeah, close to it.
50 years, you get to make history, boys. Do you know much history about Campbell School? Guys, they produced some pretty good football players, some good baseball players, and they produced some great basketball players, guys. Guys that you don't know about, but guys that you need to learn about. They had guys who, if it hadn't been that time of life and time of history, would have probably played D1 basketball. They had 2 or 3 guys over there, I guarantee you, that would have had a chance to play pro basketball in the day, if they were able to. Henry Jordan, you remember that name, don't you, Wood?
Yes, sir.
One of the best basketball players that ever came through this town, this county, East Tennessee, period. You have a chance, boys. It's history. They call the Trojans, right? You know what a Trojan is? Do you know the definition for a Trojan? It's all right, I'll tell you. A Trojan is a person who is energetic. They work hard and they're determined. Work hard, determined, and energetic. This is the way you've got to go out and play tonight. What a better way to honor Campbell High than to go out and play like the Trojans tonight. Go out, play your ass off, play as hard as you can play. Play with as much energy that you've ever played with before. And be determined to go out there and kick Harriman's ass tonight. Were you ready?
Yes, sir.
Dobbs is ready now.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us trespasses, as we forgive those trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but lead us from evil. For kingdom, power, war, forever. Amen.
Amen.
Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3, Tigers.
Tonight, Rockwood High School is proudly honoring Campbell High School. Campbell High School supported many athletic programs and was well known throughout the state of Tennessee for its football, basketball, track, and baseball teams. Many of those teams competed annually for state championships against the likes of Austin High School in Knoxville, Howard High School in Chattanooga, Pearl High School in Nashville, and Douglas High School in Kingsville. Tonight, we've come to recognize those students and their contributions and accomplishments to Rockwood and the Roman area. The Rockwood High School girls basketball City of Rockwood, Mayor Mike Miller. The proclamation reads, whereas Campbell High School, originally named Rockwood Public School, was open from 1920 until 1965, and whereas Campbell High was the only secondary school in the region for African American students, and whereas students traveled to Campbell High from Harriman, Oakdale, Oliver Springs, Kingston, Loudon, and other places, oftentimes having to walk to catch the bus as early as 5:30 a.m. And whereas the building was constructed while Mr. B.J. Campbell was the principal and eventually named in his honor. And whereas in 1924, J.B. Olinger assumed the school's leadership with 6 students in a 2-year program. And whereas the Olingers were outstanding educators who emphasized academic excellence built on moral and spiritual values. And whereas the Olingers were benevolent humanitarians in the Rockwood community and were leaders in the local, state, and national organizations. And whereas Mr. Olinger, his wife, and many others gave their heart and soul to the school for many years. And whereas the school was equipped with master teachers of the highest competency, knowledge, compassion, who love first, talk second. And whereas through this compassion and the efforts of the Olingers and many others, the school was transformed into the smallest accredited 4-year high school in Tennessee in 1937. And whereas despite the closure of the school by the federal government ban on racially segregated schools in 1965, the legend and history lives on today. And whereas the staff and alumni of Campbell High will never know the lasting impact the school had on the region and will always have on the city of Rockwood, Tennessee and its citizens. And now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and the council of the city of Rockwood, Tennessee joins Campbell High former administrators, alumni, and their families in celebrating the school's historical past, present, and future. Dated this, the 19th day of December 2014, Mayor Mike Miller. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the alumni of Campbell High School. Let's go. We're here with former Campbell High Trojan Curtis Anderson. Mr. Anderson, what did you think about the game tonight?
It was real good. Good, thrilling game. 2 to overtime. It's a good game.
Free
Good
basketball,
game.
right?
Free both teams could have slowed that ball down a little bit. You know, let's play team ball, not individual ball. You know, so that's the way I see it. But it was a good game. No question about that. I certainly enjoyed, and it was a good game. And the thing about it is, it was a good referee. Yeah.
Tell us some good stories about some of your playing days back at Campbell High School.
Oh man, I know we took a trip to Kingsport one time, and we had to go in a flat bed, and it was a tarp over, you know. On the way to Kingsport, of course, when we got there, we played football. That team beat us about 65-0, and coming back, it was so cold. All of us kept our football togs on, and those flaps on that flat bed just beating us there. By the time we got back to Rockwood, I had to walk to Harriman.
Oh my goodness. What sports did you play when you were at Campbell High School?
I was basketball and football. I was quarterback. Yeah, you know, we played on this field, Silverton Field. Every game that we played on Silverton. We didn't have no space over there, but we had to play on Silverton Field.
What's your fondest memory of a basketball game?
When we went to the district in Boxwell, we didn't have much of back then. We didn't have much of a basketball team, and all the guys that we played, they were very well coached and experienced, and they had more height than us than anything else. But otherwise, it was good. It was good.
Mr. Anderson, we appreciate you taking some time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're here with former Campbell Trojan Clarence Hamilton.
Right.
Clarence, what year did you go to Campbell High School?
I went from 55 to 58.
And what sports did you play?
I played everything, basketball, football, and track.
All right. Did you happen to play with Henry Jordan?
Last year.
I've heard stories about Henry. How good was Henry?
Henry was the best I've seen around here. He was,
that's what they teach them in
he could have went pro, but he had problems, and but he was the best I've seen around here.
What are some of your fondest sports highlights or memories at Campbell High School?
Trips to Washington, D.C. The seniors got to go to Washington, D.C. every year. The games was great. Everything was just, it was nice.
What did you think about the game tonight?
It was good. Wish we could have won, but. Yes. All right, thank you.
We're here with former Campbell alumni Frank Winston and John Hamilton.
That's right.
Yes.
Guys, just tell us, what did you think about the game tonight?
Well,
Great game. I expected Rockwood to pull it out, but they couldn't break Harriman's press.
Some costly turnovers.
Yeah, had too many turnovers.
Frank, what did you think about it?
Well, the game was a great game on both sides. I think that both teams played very impressive. I like both styles of play of both teams, and it seems like that the experience and talent in time will come.
And what years did you guys go to Campbell?
I graduated in 1962.
62, Frank, when did you get out?
I came, I was at Campbell at 1964. I came to Rockwood High School 65 through 67 and finished at Rockwood High School.
I bet the team Rockwood really got better when you guys came over there.
Yes, they did. We had Stuart Soller and Johnny Swan and myself and the Davidson boys. So we were very good.
Well, you guys, one of you guys has got to tell me about Henry Jordan.
Henry Jordan. Henry graduated in 61?
62, I believe. You may.
No, he didn't graduate with me.
Yeah.
He may have graduated in 61. One of the best ball players I've ever seen in high school. And you're talking about slamming the ball. First guy I ever see leap from the free throw line, slam the ball. I mean, he pretty much invented the slam.
You know, I checked his stats. He was first team all OVC with Clem Haskins, averaged 16 a game, and led the OVC with 13 rebounds a game. He must have been quite a player.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a great player.
Defensive and offensive.
And Frank, I got to get the story about the Houston brothers trying to guard him over at Campbell. Tell everybody about that.
Well, Harry James was a great player. They had C.A. Houston and Wade Houston at Alcoa Hall, and really, Harry James was just a much better player. But it was a great game between the two schools.
Hey guys, I appreciate you guys spending some time with us. Hope you enjoyed it tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
Great game.